Crypto Billionaire 69 coming back at you guys with another daily in-depth technical analysis on Dogelon to Mars. Mark, Timothy, Joseph, Adam, Ian, Gene, David, Rema, Jason, Justin, Bob, and Jonathan. You beautiful people in the Patreon. I love you guys. We are a good, strong, growing community. Let's get straight into these charts. If you're interested in joining the Patreon, real-time buy and sell alerts, don't have to check the charts on your own time. Check out the link in the description. Let's get straight into these charts. So we are seeing a little bit of downward momentum, not only in Dogelon Mars, but also in the overall market, as we can come in over here and what the heck? And see, Bitcoin is down 0.99%, almost 1%, a puny 1%. So this is normal. This is actually very good because we are heading back down, and it looks as though we are slowly starting to. Look at this. We've broken through this minor uptrend line right here. So our next level of support on Bitcoin is around the 22,661 levels. Our next level of support on Dogelon Mars. Just go ahead and drop to these 4-hourly candles so we have a little more reference on what's going on. We've seen a lot of volume spike, and we are still thickening up with volume here. But our next level of major support is around this 3 level right here. So that's what we need to watch. These two, okay, boom. As this comes down to these $22,000 levels, Dogelon Mars will most likely come down to these 3 levels as well. If it breaks through those $22,000 levels, heading back down to these 20s, that will be a great sign because it will allow us to get a lot of discount in our Dogelon Mars over here. Very important. It will most likely come back down to these 2 7s, or even, if we're really lucky, these 2 2s. Okay, so right now, even if you are averaging in at this moment in time, it's not a bad move because as this starts to spike again, we start breaking through those $30,000 levels. My goodness, guys. Once Bitcoin goes back up to those $30,000 levels, you can expect Dogelon Mars to reach at least back up to these 8s. Easy. At least back up. It's just going to go crazy. It's going to go crazy. Whatever Bitcoin does, if let's say it goes up 10%, you can expect a 3x of that on Dogelon Mars. So if Bitcoin goes up 10%, Dogelon Mars will go up 30%. That's just rule of thumb. That's what I have noticed just by following these charts. It's the average percentage-wise that Dogelon Mars follows behind Bitcoin. It does lag a few days, sometimes even a week. But whenever Bitcoin goes up in the day, let's say it goes up 3%, Dogelon Mars will go up 3% as well. But then a week later, it will go up 30%. Or a couple days later, it will go up 30%. See what I'm saying? So, that being said, let's pull out this Fibonacci retracement tool and just go from swing low to swing high. See what we're looking at here. I'm going to get rid of some of these lines so we have a little bit more clarity on what's going on. We are consolidating under these 0.786 levels, which is, it's very... it's not necessarily a negative thing, but it's not necessarily a good thing. In the long term, it is very good. In the short term, it's hard, okay? For day traders, it's definitely, this is not the coin you want to be watching right now for day traders. You want to be watching something with a lot of volume, specifically stocks at this point in time. Stocks are very, very good right now because you can short them. Crypto, I believe you can short, but there's a lot more regulation that goes into it. You have to you have to track all your trades and then report it to the government at the end of the year. It's just not even honestly worth it. It'd be easier to do it with stocks. However, right now for all you day traders, swing traders might have a good go at this, but day traders, there's just not enough movement in these charts to really make a significant amount of money. So really the only people that should be getting in right here are those long-term investors until we start to see this movement to the upside again and this volume come back in. Then you day traders, we will be able to make a lot of money because we can play on strategies on these lowerly time frame candles. But if we look at them now, just look how small they are. Look how small and insignificant the volume is on these. It's just not even worth getting in. If you buy a significant amount, you're going to be the one that's pushing it higher because the volume just isn't really here. That being said, let's get into what prices we need to watch today. So right now we are still holding this upward trend line. right here. We're holding an upward we're making higher lows at the moment. Not necessarily specific trend line, but it is higher lows. Let's get rid of all this goodness. What we are seeing, however, is some support consolidation around this area, around these 3.3s to 3.6s, which was previous resistance. So that's a pretty good sign right there. If we can hold around these 3.4s and then push back higher above these 3.9s within the next 3 days, that will be very bullish, because it will show that this previous resistance is now support, and it is acting as a floor for whenever it comes down. Those buyers want to keep buying it up because they don't want it to drop below that, and there's not enough selling pressure to push it below that. Very important to watch that. So what we're watching, the prices. Let's get into the prices. I'm going to make it really simple for you guys. So right here, based on what happens there within the next 3 days, these 3.8 levels are currently resistance. However, if it breaks through those and holds, then it will become support. But let's say today, right, we want to watch those 3.8 levels, and this is very important here because we are seeming to go down to them, and we want to watch these 3, 4, 6 levels here. Very important. If we come down to these 3, 4, 6 levels and start to see some major buying pressure, because we have put in a double bottom here. We put in one, we put in another. These candles came all the way down, which means this is where the price touched, but the buyers pushed it back higher and it closed right at this level here. Okay, you see that on both of the candles. So if we break through, it does seem like there is sellers coming in, because this green candle, the buyers pushed it higher and then the sellers pushed it back down. So it's very critical to watch what we're doing here. See how it's pushing up now? That means the buyers are buying this higher. So as the buyers buy it higher, we want to see more buyers buy it higher. And then whenever the next 4 hourly candle comes in, we want to see this break through the top of this red candle body here. Right there. So in the short term, for all you day traders, these 3624 levels are the prices you need to be watching in order for confirmation to add more bags, and then wait until it comes back up to these 37, 38 levels, okay? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. These are the levels we're watching. Simplified. 3.7s for resistance. 3.6 for short-term resistance. 3.5s, 1.7 for short-term support. And 3.460 for regular support within the next couple days. We are still creating higher lows following this upward trend line. Everything's looking good. It's just a matter of time before we start to see this volume push up. Hopefully it comes down first on Bitcoin. It comes down here and then spikes, because that will scare a lot of people out. But it could very well just start spiking again. The likelihood of that happening, it just doesn't feel right, because we have been consolidating in a higher low pattern. It would take a lot of volume for it to just absolutely go berserk right now. But if it comes back down, then it'll take a lot less volume for it to go berserk. So that is why my assumption is that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Join the Patreon for real-time buy sell alerts. Shoot me an email at mycryptomoves@gmail.com if you have any questions about the charts. If you want to get to learn how to trade or learn technical analysis, emotional analysis. We didn't even go over emotional analysis in this video, but it's very important. Crypto being at 69. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.